Hi, Colin. This is Jim Gillis with Win My Vote, and thanks so much for linking in. Wanted to talk with you about creating a free group page and becoming a trusted source here on Win My Vote. So Win My Vote is a free voter engagement site. Voters go up, they can sign up with just an email address or social media account, enter their zip code, and we can give them an interactive online sort of sample ballot or practice ballot. And this is the ballot here, so you can see it goes from the national races to the state level races, and then congressional districts, and then state senate, state assembly districts, down into the county, and then even the city and school district races. We also have all of the propositions as well as all of the local measures. So this one's a San Francisco ballot, so you can see it's pretty full. So the way this works is that as a voter, I'm going to need to review lots of propositions. So I can click on a proposition here. And sorry about the slowness. It's actually my tablet and the video capture software and stuff that's slowing it down. But I can read a summary of this proposition. I can see a little 1-minute neutral sort of reading of the proposition.
Prop 55 in 1 minute, taxes for education.
And then I can see groups and organizations that I trust that are supporting it or that are voting against it. So I like these groups, I respect them, maybe I'm a member of those groups, that type of stuff. I would select them, and then I would see their endorsements here, so I can just click on it.
It wasn't that long ago. Years of devastating cutbacks to our schools. 30,000 teachers.
And then I can also, see some other groups here, and this is a good example of the way the site.
Prop 55 protects public education and vital services like children's health care. This proposition would not raise taxes on anyone, and it would temporarily maintain the current tax rates on the wealthiest Californians. Unless it passes.
And the site does lend itself to a little bit more of this direct message to the voter and a little bit more of a personal appeal, as you can see in this one here from Ethan Behrman.
When does temporary mean temporary? Well, it doesn't here in California when it comes to money and taxes. We passed Proposition 30 back in 2012, which was a 7-year tax during the Great Recession, ostensibly to fund K-14 education, although there were back.
And then you can vote accordingly. So all voters will start as undecided. And then if you say, okay, I'm going to vote yes on this one, when you go back to your ballot, you can see here that it's nice and prominent that's yes. And then you can go on to the next one and the next one, etc. And you can go through your ballot, learn a little bit about each one, and then pick which way you're going to vote. You can also do that with the candidate. So I can click on the candidate profile. And again, I'm sorry, the site is super fast, so this is just my device. You can see a little bit about the candidate. You can click on full bio, and you can watch videos.
I've always been familiar with.
And you can see the latest tweets. You can also go down here and see issue statements that the candidate has built, and you can watch those.
She's a history maker, an inspiration, and face of women's rights around the world. And Hillary became the very first student speaker at Fact 43. Have you heard the phrase, "It takes a village"? Well, it was none other than Hillary Clinton who made that line extremely impactful.
And you can look at other candidates, but if you can look here, you can see that your groups and organizations, and they have endorsed her. And again, you can then go down and see, hey, there's Ethan Behrman again. But let's say maybe you're a big follower of the AFL-CIO and you want to hear what they have to say.
Hello, I'm Liz Schuler, Secretary-Treasurer of the AFL-CIO. And when the AFL-CIO endorsed Hillary Clinton for president, it was working women who were on my mind.
Yeah, and you can say, great, I'm with all these groups, and then you just favorite this candidate, and when you go back, you can see that the candidate's now moved in the first position. The nameplate's turned green, which makes it really easy for you to see when you're accessing it from your cell phone or a tablet or whatever it may be. There's tons of other features on the site and that we're building and adding all the time, again, for the voter. So that the voter can sit here and compare candidates side by side, can compare propositions and measures, and their arguments side by side. They can do things like watch the debate, and you can go down onto a variety of races and do that. The Senate, has a debate as well, and then the lower races we can add debates, real easy as they come up. But it's a great way of the voter being able to go through and fill out their ballot, and again see the different groups and organizations so that they can vote more informed. Would love to talk with you. I'll be around tomorrow morning and probably Sunday as well. We're sort of, we're a startup and we're in startup mode all the time. And especially with this election coming up real quickly, we'll be available just about any time. Thanks a lot. Hope that makes sense and would love to hear from you. My number is 415-867-9554, or feel free just to reply back to this email. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.